Hi, I'm Dan from UK Moneyman. This is a short video about what does equity release mean. The equity in your property is the bit that you own outright, so the bit that isn't owed to the bank on a mortgage. And quite a lot of people going into retirement are looking to release some of this equity to help fund their retirement, help family, pay off an existing mortgage. And there are lots of different ways to do this. Anything from a conventional mortgage to selling your property to taking out a specialist equity release plan. Now, I'm not going to talk about home reversion today because as it stands in the market at the moment, it isn't really generally available. So what we have as most people think of as equity release is a lifetime mortgage. So this is a mortgage like any other. The interest rate tends to be fixed for life, and you can borrow a simple lump sum, or you can have a facility with the lender where you have an amount of money to start with, generally as little as 10,000, and then you can have an amount in reserve which you can draw on over time to meet whatever your objectives are. This later way of doing it, if you don't need a lump sum, it's almost always the best way to look at doing it. The interest doesn't start being charged until you take each individual bit of money from the reserve amount. It can help if you've got means-tested benefits. You can keep your drawings below the threshold to affect your benefits. It can generally save you money in the long term. Now, all of these plans now come with the ability to make overpayments. So some people elect to pay the interest and some people elect to go over and above that. Most lenders allow you to pay up to 10% of what you've borrowed each year with no penalties. Some go more than that. Some allow you to set up a direct debit for the interest. So it's really important to get it right for you. It's also really important to explore all the alternatives because equity release is great for some people, but it's definitely not for everyone. If you've got good income in retirement, there are interest-only mortgages, repayment mortgages that can give you the same sort of amount of money, but with a manageable repayment strategy, so you can pay them off or service the interest over time. Everyone's circumstances are different. Really happy for you to get in touch if you just want to talk through your own circumstances. It can help just to have a conversation with an advisor just to clarify whether this is even something that you should be thinking about at this stage. So there's a link in the description below which will let you book a short appointment to go through your circumstances. If it is for you, then we can take it further. If not, then you've had your question answered. There's also an email address, and if you'd prefer just to send us a question, that's fine. Please don't forget to include your age and the value of the property because that's how equity release is measured.